Alright, what's up everyone, KitaSean here. So, last video we finished off the Tamamo route. Now we're gonna go into the Altera route. Now again, I did start this route before, but I did not finish it. So everything that we're gonna be basically seeing is new to me. And plus I don't remember what happened in the beginning of this route. So let's go ahead and play the Altera route. Great. Alright, let's review the facts, the scholar said to me. Earth scientists have hypnotized so-called parallel worlds, other versions of Earth and its surrounding, expanding indefinitely like mirrored reflections. If true, that would mean the Earth has not only one future, but many. In other words, oh, kind of like Emiya's, what do you call it? What's that called? I forgot what it was called. Think of it like this. The you that you are aware of exists somewhere upon this timeline. It might sound unreal. Humans aren't equipped to perceive, let alone traverse the wall between worlds. But what if I put it another way? Think of these parallel worlds as other possibilities. Imagine what might have been in your life. Think of the connections that were cut off and thrown away. Options you see now in retrospect that you never have considered at the time. Picture how your life today might be different and those what ifs come to pass. All those variant futures in everyone's lives make up the vast array of parallel worlds. Your actions, those of you in the present moment, on this particular timeline can change the world in any number of ways. That proves such possibilities are alive and that your world exists on the proper axis. Conversely, a world where the future cannot be changed, regardless of your choices, can have no parallel worlds. Such a world is nothing but a dead end, solitary and singular, with a past and immutable as its future. Oh, KitaSean, there you go, that's what it's called. This is a necessary evil, a byproduct of the way parallel worlds are structured together. After all, a world where humanity made radical, different choices would bear very little resemblance to the world you know. Some worlds may have crumbled by making all the worst choices, others may have all the right ones and rocketed ahead, perhaps too far ahead. In either case, the world can no longer be said to resemble ours, and once a world moves out of sync, it is no longer parallel. Why would those worlds become solitary, you ask? Could the people in those worlds not still make different choices? Unfortunately, no. This dimension contains a finite amount of energy and has none to spare for creating new worlds from the worlds gone so far astray. I wonder what that is. Live streams? Like Final Fantasy? If parallel worlds continue to increase in this manner, their number would eventually exceed the capacity of this dimension. Parallel worlds must exist, but in a manageable quantity. By my own rough calculations and judging by the civilization of Earth alone, this solar system would collapse within 100 years if the parallel worlds expanded without limits. Seeing as how we do, in fact, live and multiply, the solar system is clearly not oversaturated with possibilities at the time. I extrapolate that this dimension can sustain our existence for the next 100 million years. The system works thusly. At regular intervals. The dimension takes stock of the possibilities it contains and not only allows certain outcomes, those that would not cause undue difficulty in managing the next generation to remain. As for unneeded parallel worlds, the system closes off their future. Specifically, every 100 years, it calculates how many worlds will last another 100 years and supports those worlds alone. Have you heard of the law of conservation of mass? This could be called law of conservation. I'm sorry, not conversation. Conservation of mass. This could be called the law of conservation of events. And so the civilizations in these numerous parallel worlds line up with one another. Think of it all as a giant tree. Oh, okay, that signifies a tree, okay. Only the trunk at the center can grow. Tall, the branches may bear fruit, but eventually they reach their limit and fall without reaching the future. You understand, yes? There are no parallel worlds for a world that has evolved too fast or crumbled too quickly. Such worlds are merely dead ends whose outcomes are predetermined. And so there is a set time frame in which these branches are trimmed. Extra possibilities are removed, and future histories once flute turned stone. The mages of the old world called this time frame the foundation of humanity. Such laws apply to the moon cell as well. The moon cell is a self-updating observatory which continues to record every incident and possibility on Earth. Who could say it makes the same observation on parallel worlds? It's all quite vexing. But in any case, the so-called foundation of humanity governs the moon just as it does the Earth, tracking the various spiritation worlds and determination where their futures will come to an end. Spiritron worlds. Once one passes the event horizon, there is no turning back nor turning aside, and lingering ifs become might have beens. It is the work of a great invisible hand, of a God's invisible hammer. I have named this point in time the quantum time lock, the event compilation set by observer. So I guess we're gonna learn more about the quantum time lock, huh? Okay. I vaguely remember being there for that long lecture. I passed through a deep, deep darkness for so long. I felt my conscience fade to the end of the seraph, and then I set foot into the forbidden territories where even the light of the moon cell could not reach. Archimedes and Harlem King. That's right, he was supposed to be the Harlem King's guide to the moon cell, got it. Or, I guess the search to dark, zero dark, I guess.
本来ならシステム管理者である私でさえ立ち入れない領域ですが、あなたの助力があれば別だ。気持ちの整理はよろしいですか？
So basically they're gonna go explore it.
あなたはこの中にいる外敵を排除しなければならない。それが聖杯戦争に勝利し、ムーンセルからレガリアを授かったあなたの義務。よろしいですね。
I understand. Leave it to me. Well, if you say so, why don't you do it?
は、いや何をおっしゃる。私ではレガリアは扱えない。それにほら、頭脳労働担当ですから。私。
Yeah, come on, just do it. I nod in agreement and look up at the wall again. It's huge. Seraph has its giant structures, but it's still rare to see anything on this scale. The bizarre architecture gives me the impression of a prison capable of holding tens of thousands of prisoners. I feel an urge to touch the wall. It's hard as diamond, but smooth as silk. Normally, Seraph only builds objects out of the same materials found on Earth. The touch alone tells me this stone came from somewhere else. There's no doubt this belongs to an invader, something from beyond Earth, made from pseudo-spiritrons. Just as Archimedes said, it's an external threat. I'm afraid anyone would be. Inside this place sleeps a monster who nearly destroyed both the Earth and the Moon. Now they expect me, one lone wizard, to defeat it. If only Saber were here.
仕方がないのです。強力なサーバントを連れてきては、ここに着いた時点で敵に感知されてしまう。 どれほどのトップサーバントで
I'm
あれ
pretty sure he lied
ムー
about
ンセル
that
に
so
作られ
that
たものでは
we
優
can
勢の
separate
先
our
兵
bodies
に
and
は
the
かなわ
regalia.
ない賞賛はた
Or
だ
not
一
our
つ
bodies, but the soul,
怪
mind,
物が目
and
覚める
body.
前にレガリアの力で倒すのみそのためにあなたに来てもらったのですあなただって負けると分かりきった戦いにサーバントを投入したくはないでしょ
What was that?
中にいる怪物の寝息でしょうやれやれ全くおぞましいことこの上ないですが
You know
こ
what?
れ
I
で私
actually
の
do
正しさは
remember
証
there
明され
being
ました
a giant
私とあ
Altera.
なた
I
だ
do
けな
remember
ら
that.
敵に気づかれない寝首をかくにはもってこいですこの亀裂から侵入しましょう
I think it's the giant
物音を
Altera
立てない
sleeping
よ
and she's
う最
moving
新の
around.
注意を払ってよろしいですね
Go in.
時間と空間があやふやですね焼けた飴のようだここは限りなく広いようで限りなく狭い構造なのでしょう捕食優勢ベルバーは1万4000年前この太陽系に現れましたそれがこの構造体です優勢はかけらとなって月の裏側に刺さり物理的にムーンセルの内部に食い込んでしまった内部からのハッキングですねかけらはムーンセルのネットワークに接触しこのように疑似量子の世界に自分の領域を作ったムーンセルは侵食してきた優勢のかけらをネットワークから遮断光の届かない未明領域とすることで侵食を食い止めたしかしそれが限界でしたムーンセルはムーンセルを守れても地上までは守ることができなかった優勢はムーンセル内のリソースを利用し地上に自分のデータを送りマテリアルボディを構築したそれが1万4000年前に地上を滅ぼした白い巨人セファールと呼ばれるアンチセルですこの先にいるのはその本体文明を破壊するためだけに生まれた怪物いいですねくれぐれも用心し気を許さないようにセラフを守りオノがサーバントのもとに無事に帰りたいのなら決してためらわないことです
Oh, gold. A treasure room? I gasped at the unexpected view. Beyond the darkness is not some alien hellscape, but an old cave? It wouldn't be out of place anywhere else in Seraph.
惑わされないようにこれは地球の風景を再現しただけのもの優勢の本質ではありませんまああなたの気持ちは理解できますよ私も意外すぎて目を疑ったものです地上を滅ぼした巨神がまさかこんな金銀財宝に埋もれた部屋に封じられているなんて
Treasure, gold. The floor of the cave is buried in it. A vast, endless mountain of coins, clinking and falling as we walk. The shining hoard reflects the light that streams in from the ceiling, softly illuminating the room. Ho, ho, ho. And if I remember correctly, Altera is actually sleeping on that red rug, or bed, I guess you could say, amidst all the treasure of the giant altar. I've heard rumors of a Mayan temple somewhere underground on Earth, and this cave definitely reminds me of some lost world relic. But I don't see any sign of the enemy. The altar seems like the most likely place to look.
静かに音を立てて歩かないで敵はもう目の前だと言ったでしょう
How do you not see this giant person or servant in front of you? The enemy's already in front of us? How do you not see that? Man, this master must be a klutz or kind of dumb in a way. No, it can't be. As my eyes lift slowly upwards, I try to breathe as quietly as I can. There. Kind of slow, aren't you, master? Look how giant she is. A titan with white hair and dark skin is sleeping on top of the altar. I literally can't believe my eyes. It's not that I'm terrified, it doesn't even feel frightening at all. It's just I'm not used to seeing anything that huge and my perception can't keep up. I've seen a number of strange or giant weapons before in the past. I know I've seen things much more terrible than what's in front of me now. But even so, none of it compares. The impact of seeing it slam through my head and leaves me paralyzed. In some distant, abstract way, I'm ashamed of myself. Humans can accept the existence of all kinds of other creatures, but the idea of a grander human feels like a threat to our very existence.
これほどの質量とはなんということか。こんなものは今の人類の手に余る。アルタミラの石碑、セファールの巨人、これが月すらも滅ぼす異様。さあ、今すぐ攻撃を。レガリアでムーンセルの力を引き出し、あの首を断ち切るのです。
You're kidding, right? You're telling a master trying to kill this giant servant. You're crazy, dude. As hard as I'm shaking right now, I can barely hear Archimedes screaming at me. I'm in awe, the same awe people must have felt when they saw their gods in ancient times. I've almost forgotten how to breathe. But I can't freeze up forever. This is it, right in front of me. The vanguard of the Umbral star itself, destroyer of the earth and the moon. I come to my sense and strike, hold back. We came here to kill, so might as well strike, right? Hesitating now will lead to death. I have no other choice but to do as Archimedes says. With the regalia on my finger, I can pour limitless power into my attack program. If I channel it all in one strike, I can produce even more firepower than a noble phantasm. Magica! Really? Dang, regalia OP. This is the full authority of the regalia. All the power of the moonstone compressed into one tiny crystal. Nothing on Seraph can compare. Unfortunately, Altera can. She's actually stronger than the regalia, as you can see. Not a scratch, not a scratch. The Titan didn't even twitch. All the power of an A rank noble phantasm. It didn't even blemish her skin. A rank? Come on, bro. It has to be EX rank. You should know that. Oh, he was planning it all the time. This entire time, he knew it wasn't gonna work. Oh, she woke up. Oh, kind of scary. The ground shakes. The mountain rises. Her movements are so dignified and graceful that I can barely believe what I'm seeing. The cave's atmosphere changes. I can feel blackness eating away at my heart. I can feel myself being crushed under terrible lies. My eyes are working, but I feel like I've just gone blind. Whatever it is, it's enormous and I can't take it all at once. This itself is a piece of the Umbral star, the earth ravaging Titan, the absolute threat to humanity. And it's waking up. And it knows we're here.
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
あなたはどなたですか?
I attacked you. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. She has to know I'm an intruder, but her words are calm and articulate.
早くレガリアを。セファールはまだ目覚めきっていない。今ならまだ間に合う。早く、一刻も早くこの怪物の息の根を止めるのです。
Archimedes, please, dude. You saw the regalia. It didn't do crap. And you think more attacks are gonna do something. Why don't you do something, man? Come on, attack it yourself. You're probably stronger than me. Come on, dude. Archimedes repeated warnings echo in my head, but is she really a monster? I can't say for sure, but I can't hurt her. There's no way. I don't feel any hostility from her. No intent to kill. The Titan, Saphir, as Archimedes called her, doesn't seem to want to hurt us at all. Oh, I mean, Altera, attack him. He wants to kill you. I don't. I know you're good. Kill him. Kill him. In fact, it's just the opposite. I feel embarrassed that we came to kill her just because of her size. She's trying to be considerate towards us. She's keeping her movements as slight as possible in order not to scare us, and she's waiting for us to make a move. In other words, now is the time to talk with her.
バカな、何を言っているのです。あなたはムーンセルの代理人、レガリアを授かったセラフの開拓者だ。確かに恐れるのも当然でしょう。相手はただ人型をしただけの人間とは異なる異形なのですから。だが倒すしかない。囚われた我々が自由を得るにはそれしかない。あなたがあれを倒すしかない。だってそうでしょう。そのためのレガリア、そのためのムーンセルなのだから。
And that regalia didn't work. What makes you think that it's gonna work again?
レガリア。そう。ムーンセルは自閉を選んだのですね。当然の選択とはいえ、芸のないこと。となると、そうか。私と戦うというのか、お前は。
Oh, she was still talking. Oops. The Titan's eyes fill with hostility. Her consideration is gone. I can see she's a true warrior, and I'm not. Now that she's identified a threat, I know she'll show no mercy.
愚かすぎます。アリが人間に挑むどころの話ではありません。
I'm sorry, please don't kill me.
アリが巨人に挑むようなもの
I
でしょ
didn't mean to hurt you. He made me do it. Kill him, please. Spare me.
まったく。相変わらず人間は無駄なことだけが好きなのですね。
I didn't want to do it. Archimedes made me do it. I'm sorry. She shows no hesitation. She turns half her body one way, but that's just misdirection. Then she reaches down with a ridiculously giant hand and grabs me with the force of an avalanche. Oh, she grabbed me? Dang, it's over. Wait, Archimedes, where'd you go? Yo, that bastard ran away, leaving me. It's impossible to dodge. This isn't even a battle. She just grabs me and squeezes all the air out of my lungs, clamping me between her fingers. I feel her raising me high off the floor. I try to resist, but I can't move a single muscle. My body creaks and cracks and protests. And I'm really going to be squeezed to death? Am I really going to be squeezed to death? Oi, oi, oi. Oh, this guy laughing. I want him dead so bad.
なんというあっけなさ。素晴らしい。実に素晴らしい。
おいおいおいおい。
素晴らしいぞセファール。予想通りとはいえ、ここまで簡単に済むとはな。痛快なことこの上ない。万が一のためにと身構えてはいたが、一撃であっさり終わって何よりだ。そしてお疲れ様。ごきげんよう、愚かな神王よ。ムーンセルも判断を誤ったな。
I can hear Archimedes' voice. What is he saying?
まだ分かっていないのか。要はあれですよ。あなたは疑うことなく私に騙され、ここにおびき出されたのです。いやー、レガリア所持者があなたのような善人で本当に運が良かった。私欲にふける人間であれば誰も信用しなかっただろうからね。
Altera, it's okay if you kill me, but please kill this guy first. Please kill him. Then you can kill me.
最後の教訓だ。覚えておくといい。悪人は世界を壊さない。ただ乱すだけだ。では壊すとしたらそれは誰か。無論言うまでもないことさ。いつだってお前のような善人が世界の根底を台無しにしてしまうのだから。さて、状況は把握できているなセファール。レガリアはまさにお前の手の中だ。サーバントでは破壊できないが、アンチセルであるお前なら破壊はたやすかろう。レガリアを破壊せよ。ムーンセルの機能をダウンさせ、ベルバーを呼び寄せる時が来た。
ベルバーを呼び寄せる。 ムーンセル側のサーバントではないな。何者か。なぜこの人間を裏切った？
Just kill him.
何？そんなことに関心を持つのか。破壊だけが鳥への巨神と聞いたが、余分かつ不要な機能だな。
Oh, so he didn't know anything about her.
まあいいでしょう。私はアルキメデス。ムーンセルの元システム管理者ですよ。今はあなたと同じ優勢の到来を望む者、ベルバー側のサーバントに過ぎません。この体を見ればわかるでしょう。あなたと同じく優勢に体を預けているのですから。
Archimedes is Velber's servant? Damn it, what the hell? I know I'm not that smart. Oh, he admits it. But I wouldn't have thought he was playing me for a fool. No, now's not the time to be angry at myself. I just have to get out of here. If I die now like this, I'll never be able to show my face around Saber or the others again.
無駄なこと。それ以上あがいても苦しみが続くだけだとわからないのですか？
わからないのですよ、人間というものは。あらゆる断りを手にしていながら希望だの奇跡だのといった感情で目を背けるのですからね。まあそれも愚者にはふさわしい結末だがね。いいぞセファール。その不純物をレガリアともども握りつぶすがいい。
そうだな。レガリア所持者を生かしておく理由はない。私はムーンセルを破壊するのだから。
Please, Altera, spare me. Kill Archimedes. I'll do anything. Whoa, kawaii. It's no use. I can't escape. I can't move an inch. It's as if the entire world is pressing against me. In another few seconds, I'll be ground meat. It's hopeless. Will I die? Just as Archimedes planned? It's terrifying, obviously, but it's also infuriating. I feel like some sort of big, important chance is being taken away from me. Oh, this is where I think he splits into three. That's it. This is wrong. It's not supposed to end here. I think back to when I first walked in and saw her. If Archimedes hadn't interfered, this whole encounter could have gone very differently. I think that has to mean something. Oh, so basically, if I didn't attack her, this wouldn't have happened, maybe? I accessed the regalia. I searched for a way to break out of this situation. Oh, okay, so you can see what the regalia says. Like, hey, yo, regalia, what do I do? Regalia, do this, man. Kind of thing, I think. I find one in a fraction of a second. A physical body cannot be transferred out of this territory, but the oh, so that's what happens. Okay, because he can't transfer the body stays here, and then the soul and the mind goes out. Oh, okay, makes sense. This is reckless. It's basically certain death. It might not save me, but at least I'll be out of here. It's almost well, why didn't he just like throw only both the mind and soul together, like as one out? That is what I don't understand. But it's almost kind of suicide, but all I want to do right now is disappear. But I mean, I guess it makes sense because I mean, one for Tamamo, one for Nero, right? But I don't care. It's not like I have any other choice. Well, this isn't the first time I've been this desperate, and hopefully it won't be the last.
レガリアによる転移だと。いや、だがここは未明領域。転移はできない。できるとしたらそれはレガリアだけだ。所持者は決して。待て待て待て、正気か。そんな手を本気でやるというのか、あの少年は。
Three Harem Kings. Alright, the mind and soul has
私
gone
の
out.
石室からログアウトしたものが2つ。一体何が？
ありえない。なんということだ。自暴自棄にも程がある。
F you, Archimedes.
レガリアごと自分を3つに分けるだと。
Maybe he split into three so that it would be hard for Archimedes to retrieve them, maybe? That would make sense, actually.
自身をレガリアごと3つに。それは だがな
貴様がグズグズしていたからだセブン。
Oh, shut up.
なぜすぐに殺さなかった。あれは私たちの敵だったのに。
Altera, just kill him already.
それは違う。私にあの人間を殺す気はなかった。
Oh.
確かにレガリア所持者を生かしておく理由はない。だが殺さない理由はできた。あの少年は私に敵意を向けなかった。その礼を返すまで殺しはしない。あの少年は私のものにする。 私の許しなくして触れることはできないと知れ。
Makes sense now.
なんだと。貴様、それでも優勢の先兵か。図体ばかりかその思考も鈍いのか。自らの存在意義をたがえるなアンチセル。貴様は白い巨人、優勢の涙だろう。ベルバーを招くという使命は
やかましいな貴様。使命は遂行する。私はムーンセルを征服し地上を破壊する。その結果としてベルバーは来訪する。私の役割、存在には何もたがえていない。だがお前は不快だ。
Ho, ho, ho.
アルキメデス。
Yeah, kill him. Even though I know he's gonna live. Oh. Damn. Oh, I thought he like turned into ashes.
次は加減はしない。二度
Why'd you
と
hold back?
私の
Just
前
you
に
should
現
have killed
れ
him,
る。
man.
なんという無駄を。貴様も道理のわからぬバカ者か。まあいいさ。なんであれ貴様は優勢には逆らえない。貴様は貴様の思惑でムーンセルを落とすがいい。私は私のやり方でムーンセルを落とす。貴様はこの牢獄の中でその抜け殻を守っていろ。
You should have killed him, Altera. Oh, finally waking up. I'm in a huge room, a sealed pit like a temple or an underwater cave or a prison. Why am I here? So he loses his memory like the other two. I don't know where I am, or what happened to me, or even who I am at all. Oh, you don't remember your name either, huh? I think it's because he lost a mind and soul. Makes sense. My back hurts. I can hardly breathe. I can't even move my body. What? My name? I don't know my own name. But even now, there's something my entire being is trying to tell me. I need to run. I need to get out. So he remembers that. He remembers that he is in a dangerous situation, but still confused about it. I don't need to know what's going on. I need to go now and figure it out later. Oh, a titan? I gasp as I try to understand. I don't understand. Of course I don't. This is a dream. That's why my head feels so light. Anything can happen right now. But if I close my eyes, I'm sure I'll wake right up. Oh god, this isn't a dream. Titan! This one's funnier. He starts running. Running through a sea of gold coins is hard enough, but no matter how far I run, the exit doesn't get any closer. The space has been altered somehow. I'll never reach the exit and know it. If it were possible to leave, the time already would have.
懲りない人ですね。
Oh, her tone of voice
そう
changed.
足元で騒がれては迷惑です。
Oh, so I guess when she's like mad, she goes into that angry tone, like when you fight her on the battlefield. I guess that's her angry tone. Unless there's two different. Oh no! If I remember correctly, there's actually the one that's on the battlefield is like a copy of her. It's like a program that she threw out there, basically, like a shadow clone in a way. Her giant hand swoops down towards me. I remember an old fairy tale about a boy who climbed a beanstalk. I know that story as well. into the sky, he found a giant's house there and was caught by the giant himself. Was he? I remember he like escaped and cut down the beanstalk. No, I can't escape. She's got me. The giant has me right in the palm of her hand. I can still breathe, but I can't move. She's going to kill me. I know it. A long moment passes in a total silence. Then I dare to open one eye.
ほら、もう逃げられません。あなたは虜になってしまいましたね。
I look into her eyes and I see not a cold-blooded monster, but a being with reason and heart. On a side note, how did the story of the boy and the giant end again? He jumped off the bean sprout, or not jumped off, he climbed down the bean sprout, chopped it down, and I think the Papa Giant died, if I remember correctly.
もしできるだけ注意を払ったのですが、もしやどこか怪我をされてしまったとか？
Well, I mean, he doesn't remember anything, so amnesia. And he did say his back hurts. I fall back on her hand and shake my head to show that I'm okay. The Titan lets out a sigh of relief.
私はアルテラ、この石室の主です。では、あなたの名前を教えてくださいますか？
Yeah, I actually think she's cute.